Rockstar added a new payout change to Red Dead Online's Ruby Heist, and I think players are really going to enjoy earning their completion rewards now that these changes have taken effect. With the February update and event to Red Dead Online this month, Rockstar changed the Ember of the East blood money opportunity payouts for gold, money, and XP, and they're doubling all rewards all month long. And so today, I figured it was the perfect time to jump in with a fun live gameplay of this mission, just to see how much gold, money, and XP we can make. I appreciate all the support recently on the live gameplays that I post, and so if there's any more that you want to see on the channel, let me know down in those comments. But with that being said, let's get started. If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. I feel like this is the absolute perfect weather to be doing the Ruby and the Ember of the East heist in. As you can see, it is this crazy dark and gloomy day. It is morning here in game. It's like, what, 9 a.m. in game time? But you can see the beautiful sunrise piercing through the clouds in the background. This is just the perfect weather for what would be like this West Virginia area of the map by Annsburg and Roanoke Ridge. And we are doing the Ruby heist. So as you know, we get started. We can't actually use express ammo for some reason with our pistols. I wanted to try a new loadout today. I wanted to do the carbine repeater, the double barrel shotgun with 2 semi-auto pistols, and just try it out. Maybe run around with a machete a little bit or a cleaver. But what we're going to be doing is, of course, doing this on Ruthless difficulty, seeing how much money, XP, and gold we can make. And as you can see right here, right off the bat, potent health cure, minty big game. And honestly, since this is the start of the mission as well, I might as well use one of my open snake oils so that I have max Deadeye. The objective is to find this Ruby and then deliver it to Martelli's men at the end of this mission. We're going to be spending 30 minutes on it to see the maximum amount of money, XP, and gold we can make. Like I said, we're not doing the 12-minute method here. You can do this stealthy, but honestly, what I like to do is immediately run through here, shoot some of the guards so that we can get their attention, just to, you know, really get the vibe started off right. We're going to head up to the mine after this, and we're gonna see if the Ember is in there and the Ruby's in there. Last time we did this mission back in October, I think, when it was also double XP, money, and gold. But of course, we were using a different loadout, and I just wanted to kind of see if we went in with okay, we are using shells. Not a different strategy, but if we just went in using a different set of weapons, let's see what type of damage we can cause, right? So let's give it a shot. Let's run in here. It is pretty dark. One of the things you have to worry about when you're doing this mission is if you're going to come back here, you want to make sure you're going to shoot all the dynamite. You can also just use the plunger right there to actually blow up the dynamite yourself. That's also a strategy. I think let's just do that to take care of it right now. Let's make sure we blow everything up. I don't actually know. Not too much blew up. Also just very excited to be using my pistols here on this. Since it is Ruthless difficulty, you're going to see that semi-autos not do a whole bunch of damage, but honestly, getting a lot of shots down range on an enemy like that, like, look how many shots he's actually absorbing here. We want to also make sure I don't die here, because there are a lot of enemies. The strategy when you're doing the Ruby mission is, honestly, what I recommend. Most of the time, the Ruby is going to be spawning in the mine. You don't really have to check the office over by the conveyor belt of all the coal and everything like that, because most likely the Ruby isn't going to be there. It can spawn there, and last time we did do this mission, it did spawn there. But my strategy is always to come into the mine first, loot a couple of the bodies, things like that, because, like I said, you're probably going to find the Ruby in here. My cat just jumped off her cat bed right next to me, and I was afraid she was going to jump up in front of my screen, and while I was in the middle of fighting that enemy, I didn't want to have anything happen right there. But I think, honestly, if we just keep fighting enemies here, we'll just keep running into them. So let's check out this place. Let's see if we can find this Ruby back here. It's either going to be located in that corner, which, as you can see, it is not. So we're going to check over here as well, and just check the other couple locations that this Ruby could be spawning in. Ooh, we gotta watch out for that. If it's not in this area, you can check out the other area that could be located in. Sometimes it's back here. There's a few spawns in the actual cave itself where it could be located. The other one, I think, I don't want to run past it. Okay, so yeah, the chest isn't over here at the wall or anything, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's go check out the other spot, which could be over here. I'll just check this real fast just to make sure. If it's not in the mine, though, you're going to want to go to basically like the foreman's office and see if it's there, because that's going to be the other location that you'll find it. And so, you know, if you don't find it in the mine, don't panic. obviously the mission isn't bugged or glitched or anything, and that's what this video is all about, to show you all the potential spawn points for this ruby itself, because there are a few. I just saw it out of the corner of my screen to my left, but I just want to make sure I can clear out all these enemies. Oh my god, he's like doing ring around the rosy with him. Here is what you're looking for. This chest, which has the location of the ruby. So we're going to open this up. This contains the Ember of the East. And now we are just going to take it back all the way to north of Ansburg. There is a location where you're going to deliver the jewel to that drop-off, and that's exactly where we're headed right now. On the way back, you're going to run into quite a few enemies on horseback who are going to be chasing you, so it probably is advised you call your horse while you're in the mine so that it can meet you on the outside. I actually am coming out the other side here, which I think my horse will end up finding me anyway. So we should be fine. But just watch out as you're leaving the mine, because you're going to have a couple enemies that could ambush you here, which is exactly what we have going on. And as you can see, I wanted to try out using the repeater carbine just to see how much damage we can do on these enemies. Ultimately, the loadout you're going to be looking for to do the most amount of work is, of course, going to be the Lancaster repeater, or honestly, for a mission like this, the Evans repeater. And then you're going to want the pump action shotgun or the repeating shotgun. And then probably 2 Navy revolvers or 2 Lamats, depending on your personal preference. Same thing with those shotguns there. It's all your personal preference when it comes to that. But those would be the loadouts that I advise you guys use. So now we have the ruby. We're on our horse. We are going to head out of town, immediately head north. This is interesting. This is a big backup here. We don't want to die here. Let's not get bucked off our horse or anything like that. Make sure you use Deadeye. Always use that. My ability cards that I'm using in this video: Paint It Black, Eye for an Eye, Strange Medicine, and then of course Cold-Blooded as well. Paint It Black so you can mark the X's on people's heads and stuff. You can paint your targets. Eye for an Eye. Every headshot you get, you're gonna earn Deadeye back. Strange Medicine, every time you do damage, you're gonna get health back. And then Cold-Blooded, every time you get a kill, your health bar and your health ring is gonna refill for a certain amount of time. So that is pretty cool in my opinion. That's my classic loadout to complete this mission, and it's not too bad. Right now we're just clocking in about 6.5 minutes, and we didn't even do this as fast as we can, right? Because I was commentating the whole time. We were just kind of chilling, looting some bodies, shooting some of the enemies just to get a little bit more XP out of the mission. And honestly, it doesn't turn out too bad. So we're just about getting here to this drop-off. You should lose the enemies right at about this point anyway. Sometimes they chase you, but as you can see in this video example, in this gameplay, this time it didn't happen. So yeah, might as well. You know, we have time to kill. Let's shoot a couple turkeys. Why not? What I highly recommend, like I said, is when you're doing this on Ruthless difficulty, you spend the 30 minutes to get the maximum payout. If you're going to do it on standard difficulty, you could just do the 12-minute method, because you're still going to get a beautiful amount of gold money and XP. But if you're going to spend the 25 capitale, then you absolutely want to spend the 30-minute method on it and spend 30 minutes on it so that you can get the maximum payout. Usually you don't want to do that, but in this particular example, when you're dropping 25 capitale to do it on Ruthless difficulty, you might as well. So it's been a half hour. It is now time to turn in this ruby to Martelli's men, and we're going to see just how much gold money and XP we can make from this mission, this blood money opportunity mission to be exact, on Ruthless difficulty. So we get 96 gold nuggets because it is double gold. Normally you're getting 48 gold nuggets for a half hour spent. That's the gold cap, but it's 96 gold nuggets now with the double gold money and XP opportunity. And now we're back in the free room. This is actually such a cool shot, but now is where we're going to be able to see our money and our XP payouts for this mission as well. So it's going to pop up in just about a second here. 3,000 XP and $375, which is pretty nice, let me tell you. It is like so dark out here. This is absolutely crazy. With that said, we're gonna wrap things up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. If you did go on to enjoy today's video, a like rating would of course be absolutely amazing and appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. The channel has been growing like crazy lately with the Red Dead and the GTA content, so I greatly appreciate that. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. All that said, you can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the links in the description down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys all have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.